The Nintendo Switch took the world by storm in 2017. Now, the question on your mind, yeah, you, without the Switch, is whether or not it's worth throwing down that cash money and bringing home this baby. So should you buy a Nintendo Switch? Well, who knows? Just kidding, I know. And I'm going to tell you today whether or not you should buy a Nintendo Switch and hopefully guide your buying decisions. Let's figure out if a Switch is for you. The short answer is yes. Everyone on planet Earth should have the blessing of the Nintendo Switch. After 10 months, it's got sports games, RPGs, shooters, puzzlers, platformers, Nintendo amazing games like Zelda and Super Mario and Mario Kart and ARMS and Pokken. And oh my gosh, there's so much for this thing already. Seriously, it has everything. But there are a few things the Switch does that is different than other consoles that may make it better for you, and some things that other consoles do that may make them a better choice. The first choice for the Switch that I want to talk about is portability, because this is one of the biggest aspects of the Nintendo Switch. While it is a home console and you can play it on your TV, most people play it on the go, or they just say, I want to go to bed, but I don't want to go to sleep. I'm going to play my Switch in bed. And it's a huge thing. And for me, that's why Nintendo Switch is my favorite console, is the portability aspect. When I'm sitting at home and I'm playing Zelda on my TV or recording a video for the channel, and I could just pop it out and walk to work playing that same game right where I left off, get to work, sit at my work and play it all day, bring it back home, drop it back in the thing and be right back on TV. It's magic. It's literally magic. The fact that I can have Doom, Skyrim, Super Mario Odyssey, Zelda, Mario Kart, all this anywhere I go, it's absolutely insane. So the portability aspect is one of those things that I think is very valuable, because for a long time, handheld and console always had to be significantly different. Handhelds could never keep up with the power of a console. You had an Xbox 360 game and you had a Nintendo DS game. That was it. That was the way it was. Now it can be both. And for most people, it's not something they know they want until they have the Switch, and then you realize this is incredible. My mom calls me down for dinner, and I pop it up, and I'm going down to dinner with my Switch. And I don't live with my mom, I live with my wife, so that's not my case scenario. It's someone else's. I'm just saying it's incredible. If you have any use case where you travel, where you play in bed, where you go to work, where you go to school, it's worth it. So basically, it's worth it for everyone, because the portability is incredible. You play it at work, you come home, you drop it in your TV, and you're playing with your friends or your family. Like, what? It's just amazing what this thing can do. And that it can be games like Doom and Skyrim, Wolfenstein coming 2018, and a bunch of bigger games like a Pokemon console game that's going to be console quality on the go. Done. It's just so amazing. And here is where the benefits of other consoles come in with the Switch, and that's because it has to sacrifice something for all of that portability, and that's power. The Switch is weaker than the PS4 and the Xbox One, the regular versions, not the souped up versions. This console's never going to play 4K, it's just not going to happen. The screen isn't even possible to do that. It's a 1080p screen, but some games can't even hit 1080p. However, because of the portability aspect, games on the Switch run and look amazing. Most games are optimized, and the ones that aren't are found out very quickly. WWE 2K18 doesn't get away with the fact that it is a completely broken and unplayable port. It doesn't. People chastise it and no one buys it. It's so quick. People are on those games immediately, so no one gets screwed over into buying those games. But for the most part, it runs things well. However, if you're someone who's into graphics, if you always want 60 frames per second, the Switch isn't probably for you. Get an Xbox One X or PS4 Pro where you can do 4K 60 frames per second in a lot of games. I have an Xbox One X right now, and that's where I play those games that I need amazing graphics in and I just want super beautiful. But for something like Skyrim or Doom or even Wolfenstein 2, some of these games that I don't super care about the graphics, I'm going to play them on my Switch. When I want to see Shadow of War in 4K, Xbox One X is where it's going to be at. But, you know, that's just the decision you have to make. Do you want power? Is power what matters to you the most? Or are you okay with the portability and sacrificing a little bit of power? Because for me, I am. Playing Doom 60 frames per second, 1080p, or even 4K on my TV screen is awesome. Playing Doom in bed or in the car is cooler. It's just a fact, even though it's not as nice of an addition. I think it's the best edition of the game because of that. So that's something to consider as well. Just to give an example of the quality of the games, Doom and Skyrim both had to be put back to 30 FPS to be able to run well on the Switch. However, they're stable 30 FPS, and it doesn't change the gameplay that much. Yeah, Doom runs differently when it's not super speeding around at 60 frames per second, but it's still just as fast, and on that smaller screen it doesn't feel like it's a big difference. So I would say that those trade-offs are fair because they still run really well and stable at those frame rates, and it makes sense on the system. Would I love 1080p 60 FPS ultra settings Doom on the Switch? Of course I would, but that doesn't make it something not worth getting just because it's not at those settings. But power is something to consider when you buy a system, and if that really turns you off and you want to play all your games and to be able to know that the games that keep coming out are going to be able to play super well, the Switch probably isn't for you. But the Nintendo Switch games, man, the Nintendo Switch games. It's got Breath of the Wild, which got multiple Game of the Year awards. It got multiple 10 out of 10s, mostly 10 out of 10s actually. Same with Super Mario Odyssey. It's got Mario Kart, it's got FIFA, it's got Doom, it's got Skyrim, it's got LA Noire, it's got NBA 2K18, it's got Xenoblade Blade Chronicles 2, it's got Splatoon 2. The list goes on and on. Third parties, amazing Nintendo games. Whatever it is, this thing has got it, and the lineup for 2018 even looks incredible. That is one of the biggest selling points of the Nintendo Switch, is it's already got hundreds of games on the eShop after only 10 months, which is unseen or unheard of in a Nintendo console before. It's got some of the best Nintendo games ever created on it already in 10 months. It's got huge ports like Skyrim and Doom and NBA and FIFA that are great already after 10 months. What does that say? This console's got an amazing future in front of it, and even if it doesn't have the most power, it's able to play some of these amazing games with pretty good graphics and running stable consistently, so you don't have to worry about not getting any of these new ports. Wolfenstein 2, which released at the end of 2017, is going to be coming out on the Switch. Steep, which is an incredible huge game, is coming out on the Switch. That's just the beginning of it. We have no idea what these optimized amazing games are going to look like, especially as Nintendo continues to open up the framework and helps people get in more and more, and if they eventually develop an XL version, which is a bit stronger and bigger, whatever it is, this console has so much stuff on it already. We've got Yoshi, Kirby, Metroid Prime, Fire Emblem, and a ton more coming out in 2018 from Nintendo. They're not going to quit. They're going hardcore on the Switch right now. So that is a huge selling point of this console, is that yes, the Xbox and the PS4 do have big libraries, but the Switch after 10 months already has a massive library of games that's growing exponentially, and it's amazing to see. You do not have to worry about not having the games you want to play on the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you like one type of game, you're a Halo fan, that's all you play, you want an Xbox. Call of Duty is not on the Switch yet. Will it be in the future? Possibly. But right now, the Nintendo Switch has so many games, and I'm sure no matter what type of gamer you are, you could find games that you'll love on the Nintendo Switch. The last thing you should truly consider if you're wondering if you should buy a Nintendo Switch is what the peeps you have are playing on. Are all your friends playing on PS4? On Xbox One? Maybe this isn't the console for you, but if you don't care about that, who cares? Get a Nintendo Switch. Who cares what any of them want? And you know what? Maybe you should get a Nintendo Switch and convert all your friends and be the first one that made them all come to the Switch. But for real, knowing where all your friends are and where your family are and what they are playing on is going to be important to you. If you want to play with them and they all have PS4s already, either you're going to convert them all to Nintendo Switch and get them all to buy them so you can play with them, or you're going to get a PS4 and buy it with them. Otherwise, the Nintendo Switch is the obvious answer, I think. So the other consoles have power, they might have your friends and family playing on them, and they've been established a bit longer. But I almost feel like that's about it. The Nintendo Switch exclusives are better than any exclusives that come out on other consoles, and this coming from a person that has a PS4 and an Xbox One, has played Uncharted and The Last of Us and all the Halos and Gears of Wars. Nintendo blows them out of the water every time, no matter what. You also have so many games coming out of the eShop, and indie companies saying that their games sold 10 times or more better on the Switch than to other consoles. So people are supporting this thing in droves. Every company is like, we gotta get on the Switch right now. It sold over 10 million units in 10 months. This thing is crazy. That's 1 million units a month. It is the fastest selling console in US history. This thing is gonna bloom and blossom and continue to make so many games come to it, force publishers to notice it, to bring games because it's selling so well, and make sure that you always have games to play. And if you get the Switch right now, I can't see any reason why you'd regret it. It has so many amazing games. Its functionality is incredible. You can do so many things with it. You'll play it in bed, then someone's like, I want to play with you. You'll take off the Joy-Cons. You'll set it on the ground. You'll both have Joy-Cons like me and my wife did when we flew back on vacation. It was just incredible that you can do stuff like that, and you never could. I can't do that with my Xbox or my PS4. So if you're thinking about getting a Nintendo Switch, the answer is yes, you should do it. You should get a Nintendo Switch. No, there's no should you get a Nintendo Switch. You should get one because it's an incredible console. It blows my mind every time I use it that I can just carry it around and play games anywhere I go. It's just such an incredible thing to be able to do that. And I hope everyone gets a Nintendo Switch so that we can just sell a bajillion copies of it. Everyone's gonna port their games over there because it's the highest selling system. It's selling so fast, it beats the Wii, so everyone ports every game. And even though there's gonna be a bunch of shovelware, there'll be a bunch of great games as well, because that's what's needed, right? We all need all those amazing games on the Nintendo Switch. So yes, you should buy one. Anyway guys, if you're new to the channel and you like this video, make sure to smash that subscribe button to join the community and see all kinds of new videos like this every week. And don't forget to give that like button some love. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's continue to create the greatest gaming community in the world. I'll